No,
The
it was old El
pace.
Paso.
Yeah.
Old El Paso.
Old El Paso. Gonna ride my mule down into Times Square. My 6-shooter. All right, that was a rolling start. This is a rolling start appropriate for the home of the Rolling Ones, who are hosting the Bill COWher Power Hour here in Week 7 of MML Pros Season XIII. And as the ball is kicked off, because the Rolling Ones are coached by the brilliant JimSardonic, you will see their extra training come in very handy. And they did a lot of extra training this week as well to bolster them for the game. So you're looking at 5 rerolls. Also, 2 babes over on the sideline. And I'm going to switch so we're the chaos view now because they hit the ball. Or they don't have the ball yet, but it's on their side of the field. Kick to them. There are babes on the sideline right now for the Rolling Ones, the elf team, and those babes are lathering up their pretty hands to massage these elves if they happen to go over on the sidelines. But right now, the sidelines are empty, and the babes seem to just be playing with each other. The game doesn't allow us to show that, so just imagine it. Yes, we're starting early. It's not dark out yet, but you are witnessing Blood Bowl After Dark get started.
Hey, Shots, you mind if I pause this? I want to go watch that.
I mean, yeah, like we can pause it for like 15, 30 minutes.
I won't
before the sidelines get busy.
Something tells me we'll end up having a lot of misclicks due to sticky fingers. And talking about sticky fingers, there's a nice sticky hit from Ram Chancellor knocking Kurdur Aladadad, a.k.a. Larry, down to the ground. They're all Larry, except the loners, right? Or you call them Loner Larry, or?
It's all elves. I kind of believe that all elves are named Larry.
Nice.
It's just a weird spelling.
The pylon from Irish Car Bomb, and now we're like a couple minutes into this broadcast, and I've been rude. I've not even referenced my co-announcer here in the booth, DOA18, Dionysus A18. What's happening?
Not too much.
Joining us from across the pond.
Jim can get some nice hits onto those chaos.
The reason that Dio's voice is... The reason Dio's voice is so smooth is because he's been sweet-talking those babes over there on the sideline. So he's in straight Casanova mode. He's like, how you doing? I'm Dio. How you ladies doing? You need somebody to keep you busy till the elves come over here on the sideline? And the BCPH starts off by dispensing a whole bunch of whoop-ass, but no removals, period. So, the Rolling Ones seem to be pretty happy with that.
We were still looking at the babes. What happened on the field?
And, yeah, the ball is picked up, actually. For the one guy that's looking at the ball, looking at it all the way into his hands, is kick in the Bulls. Kick in the Bulls, right? Yeah, it's multiple Bulls.
Gio, are you killing a cat? What is going on?
It's not me.
No, that's actually Murder Kitty, which is who's an official mascot here in the Jest household. Murder Kitty makes sounds whenever she's ready for someone to be murdered.
Oh, good.
Must be murder.
She seems very active tonight.
Murder Kitty demands blood be shed tonight.
Oh, God damn it.
By process of elimination, Jim is thinking, well, it's probably not BCPH. It's going to be giving up the blood. That leaves... Oh, wait. And Larry marking up Sky over there on the right. Elves are in position. And Dio, are you? You mentioned proper whiskey, so I'm guessing. Are you from Scotland?
Yeah.
I'm detecting an accent.
It's not the strongest of accents, but
not a big, not a very strong accent. I was, you know, if you tell me you're from Scotland, I normally expect you to come in. It's not Scottish, it's crap! Oh, and the whiskey comes from New York!
I didn't even know New York did whiskey.
Yeah, it's, well, bourbon. A lot of American whiskey is bourbon. But that was just a joke, because I just say,
Bean.
I think I've just built it's my thing in the MML to say everything is better in the New York area. Even if it's not. I'm like, Philly cheesesteaks? Best Philly cheesesteaks you'll ever have is in New York. Chicago deep dish pizza, New York. I lived in DC for a while, and I still used to tell I was that guy. DC sucks. New York. So you got the
I got a buddy
elves.
that lives out.
Oh, go for it.
No, I got a buddy that just got to DC a year or two ago, and he loves it, man. He's like,
I gotta say, man, it's a wonderful place to live. There's like all kinds of stuff to do out there. There's all kinds of like culture, like if you're to museums and stuff, like there's like a ton of stuff like that. There's very active people out there, like physically, so there's like a ton of like shit to do. You can go like kayaking in the river, and devil skulls. And that's 3 skulls in a row followed by a poke down. So Nuffle telling BCPH, hold your horses on the killing, at least for the moment. But Murder Kitty demands that there be some kind of murder. So I don't know. Who's gonna win out here? The ball handed off. There's a ball loose, and loose balls usually amount to murder.
no,
They're responsible for murder. People start scrambling for the balls, and people get
You hear
murdered.
that? Shots is like, oh, did I drop that ball right in the stackle tail zone?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oops.
I didn't realize.
Oops.
That's the worst that could happen.
No, yeah, DC is a great place to live. And just for me, there's no place like home. I grew up around, I grew up in Jersey. Like, as a kid, I used to live in Brooklyn, and then moved to Jersey, and I've been in this area like for most of my growing up. But if there was a secondary place I'd pick to live, DC. And I lived in Miami too.
Oh, I don't like it at all.
A lot of good beer down in that area too.
Ooh, good idea. I'm gonna grab
Now you have my attention.
Yeah, a lot of good craft beer. There's a lot of breweries down there.
One of my mates was in Montana and loving all the craft breweries there.
Murder Kitty says
Are
murder.
you holding that cat up to the mic?
No, she's what she does is she sneaks up on me when I'm whenever I'm on the PlayStation, and just like I don't know where she comes from, but all of a sudden she's sitting right next to me. She demands to be petted, and she demands murder. So those two things have to be fulfilled.
Whoa, on the first removal.
There you go. The elves being the first ones to remove somebody from the pitch. This is like, you ever watch those movies where like the bully gets punched in the mouth by like the nerd he tried to bully, who gets brave, and the bully's like, "Oh, you did it now."
See, this amusingly just goes back to the podcast I was just listening for you guys.
Yeah, so that sigh you heard right there was Jim going, "Oh, I'm gonna have to mark these chaos guys up. Oh God." And there goes
I'm gonna have to
Aggie Larry.
The ball is
throw with it.
slippery.
I gotta throw with a catcher, which means interception 100% of the time.
Yeah. Well, you just heard Jim say in the background he's certain that nothing will go wrong before the next turn, so you should be in the clear.
No, he missed it.
Look
What the
at
hell?
that. No
happening?
Beastman interception. It's weird. And diving tackle Larry over there on the sideline. And this is dangerous for the Chaos team. I'm sure that More Shots and Company do not like this. They need a. We were talking about this pregame. I don't think we talked about any of this while broadcasting. So just to give you the background here, the Rolling Ones have nothing to play for except pride and survival here. They're not making a bowl game. They have a solid 2-0-4 record from my memory coming into the match. So 3-0-4 will not get them a bowl game. They're also safe from relegation. The record is good enough that they don't have to worry about getting a one-way ticket back down to the Challenge League for the moment. So, this game is survival and pride. And then, your dwarves are not doing that well this season. Huh?
Or last season. We did better than last season.
And, but in the meantime here, with a win, Bill COWher Power Hour controls their destiny. With a win, they will go to the playoffs. Otherwise, if they draw, they might still be safe as long as there's a draw in the game between Stop Rolling Ones and, who are they playing? And I'm sorry, the Dark Side Diddlers. So there's four teams aside from the Golden Discipline who's a shoo-in for Hater of the Year and also playoffs. So Trip's going to the playoffs, Golden Discipline. There's one more playoff spot, and there's 4 teams that are within reach of it. Again, the lead dog right now is Bill COWher Power Hour, but this Elfie stuff keeps happening. And Ram Chancellor's tired of the Elfie stuff. Larry's going to take a seat. Oh! Extra step, a little too much.
Is it the ball that's slippy or the pitch?
Is it a what?
I think everything is. Those babes started getting down and everything got slippery.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
Tio's getting slippery.
Or sticky.
Gonna go lube up. And now this is where the mad scramble happens, but the Chaos team realizes, at least most of the Chaos team doesn't seem that worried about surrounding the ball. Instead, poor Larry Lynelfsky is surrounded.
I wonder if there's a foul coming up.
You never know with Bill COWher Power Hour. Sometimes they'll do that just to send a message. They line up around you. Somebody shows up with a pizza. The last one to finish has to eat it.
Rookie pizza?
I'm not going to go further than that. The point was made.
What was that? Diving tackle is a lie.
Yikes. Wow, who's doing the elfing here?
It's not how I planned that at all.
I mean, Shots, when he took the trouble to pass the ball across the field, it's a little rude for you to then take that ball back from him after all that hard work he did.
Yeah, I mean, it was a clear, foolproof plan.
Well, the results involved, so there's always fools.
I mean, it won't be long before...
They threw more passes than us. That won't be tolerated.
It won't be long before the elf apologists start showing up in the chat, screaming about how it's not fair. All the ones should belong to the Chaos team, and all the 6s should go to the elves.
I'm with them.
Horny Saragusa told to take a seat. With body language. And kick in the balls!
Death.
Gets kicked to death! Will the Apple come out? Yes, he will. More Shots slaps him on the ass, says, get out there. The Apple goes out there, does his thing. It helps that More Shots told him, hey, no pressure, but if he dies, so do you.
Yeah, everybody knows he's going to die by a leap. There's no way that happens.
No, he's going to die on a different team. I need him. I've already sold him.
Yikes. Shout out in the chat to Just Stevie 13. That's the Grimbeard Stevie.
There we go. Get the second one. Nope. You got away.
That's that
Rose,
tail.
though. I like that.
Tail making it hard. Mojo in the chat. What's happening? And also Andy Von Cook, the leader of the Holy Squirrels.
Squirrel Man himself.
Yes. Blood Bowl After Dark. Yes, Mojo, this game is it's the last game of the regular season for both these teams. The Rolling Ones is basically in spoiler situation. They're not in fear of relegation. They're safe. So and they're not going to make a bowl game. But the Bill COWher Power Hour, the Chaos team, can make the playoffs by winning this game. Otherwise, they have to hope for a bunch of other
Where's the ball going?
stuff
Throw
to
it
happen.
out of bounds!
No, don't do that.
Throw it
Go
out
the
of
other way.
bounds!
The other way.
Go on,
Oh,
the
yeah!
Yes!
And ball scatter!
The
And
crowd is
ball
going
scatter!
nuts. This
And
looks
ball scatter!
That clearly landed in. They were
Wow.
already on the field. What kind of insanity is this?
This looks like the beach ball at my high school graduation. And it lands right around all the elves, who have already moved for the most part.
Almost like we planned it that way.
His favorite porridge. So Birzo's in the chat. Shout out to Birzo. So he says if it isn't his favorite announcer and favorite porridge muncher in the same chat, I don't eat porridge. Birzo?
I do though.
No, you're supposed to be his favorite announcer. I'm the porridge eater. Do you eat your porridge while sitting on a tuffet? Or wait, or do you steal it from
That
bears?
was curds and whey.
I'm mixing them up. Never mind. Stupid beer. Messing with my faculties and memory. Don't drink, kids. It makes you dumb.
Wait a minute. Isn't that why you should drink?
I think beer is endorsed by like 97% of like the best Blood Bowl players in the MML. So I don't know that it makes you dumb.
Yeah. Well, we're good at calculating tackle zones. Put it that way.
Naturally.
Yeah, I don't do that very well.
And percentages too. Percentages, stats. You can come up with it's a 76% probability. So we'd make excellent weathermen.
Tackle plus tail plus tackle plus tail plus tackle plus tail equals skull.
Yep.
Oh, I'm not getting there. Oh.
Wow. The pushes are in full effect. So I'm wondering
Even though you're gonna cheeks it.
I wonder if that's a joke from Andy that he doesn't know about that. Do you guys do that in the UK with the beach balls at graduation? Do you know what I'm talking about?
We don't generally have beach balls because it's the UK. We don't get that weather.
No, well, so invariably in the United States, because American kids are often shitty, it's supposed to be like a formal kind of ceremony or whatever, and somebody always sneaks a beach ball in and they actually start throwing this thing around in the crowd of the kids that are graduating while this highly paid important speaker has come in to give a speech. In the middle of the speech, they're seeing some beach ball fly around. There's usually a vice principal of discipline who's mad as hell about the whole thing. I told you kids, no damn beach balls at the ceremony, and it's happening anyway.
I would say usually there's about 3 beach balls in most cases.
Yes, yeah, and it's
No, we don't generally have them here.
Again?
I think the last time I seen beach balls was at the Real Big Fish concert.
Ugh.
Kamikaze just blazing through like a kamikaze, but unable to get the job done on blodging diving tackle Larry. Larry
Shots
laughing
does
at
hit
him, saying that tickles. That's not gonna.
I
Oh,
don't know.
little red dye action, and Jim's gonna pick a skull. Surprise, surprise.
Marcel's just made a good point. There's been a death on the field, and the cat's gone quiet.
Yep, the cat has been satisfied. She's actually sleeping now with a smile on her face.
What the hell? This is the weirdest cat.
What can you say? She's violent. She's violent as hell. And this frees up Larry. I hope in the future you're going to have a Leisure Suit Larry on this team.
Oh, that's a good idea.
One of my favorite games. Leisure Suit Larry, the official game of Blood Bowl After Dark.
See, now I'm just picturing the dwarf from... Not dwarf, the gnome from Romeo and Juliet that's got the mankini on.
The gnome? The what?
I've never seen the film Romeo and Juliet.
No.
Okay, that's so fun.
I was just sitting there thinking, if you're gonna go stall, somebody's probably gonna get killed.
It wasn't even stalling. I was like, I could punch that guy, I could punch that guy, and I was like, wait a minute, that's just a bad idea. That's how you get dead elves.
The ones will come. I gotta say, I don't like sours. I'm gonna drink it because it's beers. Yeah. Nothing I hate more than the floater, but I'm not a big fan of this dog. Even this is Dogfish Head, which is good quality, but this is a peach sour, and I kind of am not really liking it that much.
I find when they get more...
I'm enjoying this citrus IPA.
Yeah.
I find when they get more fruity, I tend to like them less. Enjoying the Dirty Bastard, though. I always forget I have kick. Shit.
Wait, me or...
I forgot to put that guy off to that right side, too, so...
Oh, yeah,
And
more turns. That's what we need.
So check this out. While the ball is kicked off, the fans are going. They start going nuts. They hit the field, and by the time the refs pull them apart, they say, "You know what? We're getting paid by the turn this game. That's what our current contract is. So we're gonna have to take another turn and add it." That is weird. I thought you only add turns in a riot if it's in turn. 7.
If it's the last turn, you add one. If it's the first turn, you subtract one. If it's in between, I think it's a dice roll on whether or not it's added or subtracted.
Oh. I didn't realize that, because for me, they always seem to take away turns.
Now, I'm not certain, but that's a rumor that I heard.
You're probably right. Well, number one, because it just happened. So there's like we can argue that no, that's not how it goes, but it just happened. So yeah, so looking at the dice log, the kickoff event happened with a 3, and then there was a follow-up roll of a 4. So I'm guessing 4 through 6 is you gain a turn. And we got more turns, so these refs extend the time after the fight, because refs love nothing more than a good fight by the fans. They're
more
responsible.
Turns means more chance for the cat to be happy with more death.
That's true. She's back awake now.
Easy now. We don't need any more death.
So yeah, Mojo says he thinks that's spot on. Shots' assessment.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but prior to the game, Larry was sporting his fashionable Bill Cowher Power Hour bathrobe that he got from the last game when we met in the playoffs.
He was given a bath. He was awarded a bathroom. That's quite an honor.
No. He bought it at the last game. In
oh,
the arena.
Gotcha.
Big fans.
I just read Burzell's comment.
Yeah. But
if he needs an extra turn, it takes it away.
Yeah. They make you think it's a dice roll, but really the game senses where you're at and takes away or gives accordingly. The way that will produce the most rage.
Sounds accurate.
So these elves are just... I don't think that they realize what kind of danger they're in. They just keep marking up the beastmen and then doing stuff like this. And so like the Chaos team is doing elfy stuff and the elves are doing bashy stuff. What is going on here? So Idriga Larry is down pitch, 3 squares in. He's looking over and kicking the Bulls like he wants to kill him again. The apple has been burned for the Chaos team, so they better be careful because, as I've said time and time again, in this play pool, the elves are the ones you really have to worry about. The rest of these poor defenseless Chaos and Norse and Necro teams, we're all just trying to survive. It's these mean elves that keep putting the screws to us and trying to thin our numbers down.
Somebody should have told me that before the season. I wasn't playing that game. Oh, shit. I don't even know what to do here. All right.
Dodge through the tackle tail.
Keep it
It's
interesting.
going to come, but I got to do that at the end.
While he's figuring that out, Dio, I am interested. So you're a Scot. You're a proper Scot. Do you? What's your favorite kind of whiskey?
Talisker.
Calisker?
Talisker. It's one
Cow liquor.
from the Isle of Skye.
Isle of Skye? That sounds like shit straight out of Skyrim.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Apart from they've got more toes and fingers. Usually about 7 or 8 per hand.
How does that what do you think about Macallan? Is that like good stuff or is it overpriced? And
How many bottles of Macallan have I got here? Got 3
There's my
bottles of
answer.
Macallan,
nice.
4 of Talisker, 2 Auchentoshan, Glenmorangie.
So-
How many-
So
How
my
many
favorites. Yeah, Jameson's good stuff.
I've got a bottle
I
of
do.
Honey Jack, but I've not got any Jameson.
I like Honey Jack. Drink straight. I drink Jameson
I,
straight too,
Can't
though.
put anything in it.
When I'm feeling a little wimpy, I do enjoy some of that Jim B bread stag. Actually, really like that with a little water. It's
not bad.
Brilliant.
It's not bad. I don't like to pollute my whiskey with water though. Yuck.
What? No,
Yuck.
dude, it's science.
I don't even put ice cubes in it.
What are you talking about? It's science. You're
Yeah.
supposed
I'd
to.
rather put a
It gets
splash
you less
of water
drunk.
in. I definitely can't
What's-
put any ice in because there's far too much water when it melts.
It gets you less hungover.
Less what?
I should put less hungover.
I don't get
that's
hangovers.
Why
Actually,
you
it's
have
one of the
a
things I've
whiskey
been
when
blessed
you
with.
wake up.
I've never experienced a hangover.
Never.
I've been blitz drunk, like blackout drunk before. And like last thing I remember is walking through the club double fisting, and I wake up in my bed in all my clothes the next morning.
Double fisting.
Yeah, that's what a
Easy,
drinking each hand.
easy.
No. Not that kind. I mean, it is Blood Bowl After Dark, so in all fairness, you were right to think that way. But no, I'm talking about drinking each hand. And no, I just
Okay.
yeah, I wake up the next morning as long as I get enough sleep. I wake up and I'm like, ugh, what
That's the
happened?
thing. If you can get like fucking 20 hours of sleep, I'm sure it's no
Not
problem.
20. No. I mean just normal sleep. You know, like I've done the thing where failed handoff, but falls right into the hands of Maker's Mark, who's this is probably his last regular season game. I'm suspecting. Maybe. No.
He was like a hero last season. He was a hero.
Yeah, he's
And look
got a
at that.
couple of.
AG2, he's still catching balls.
Yeah.
6+, he rolls the 6. What word do you
He's
need?
got he's the full stackle tail.
I'm just saying that as you know, as the COWher Power Hour continues to fight against the evil TV forces, TV caps that hold them back, you know, could
He's been
theoretically.
diagnosed with a touch of the Nurgle rot in his neck.
Mhm.
It's not good. He's slowly becoming a Nurgle warrior, from what we can tell.
Yeah, so I just
That is sad.
But in any case, he comes up
Sounds
big
weird
here in this
stuff.
game. He's making this game one to remember. He's got the ball. He looks pretty happy about that. And he's daring anybody to try to take that shit away from him. That's the vibe I'm getting.
And nobody's approaching him. That's kind of weird.
They're like,
the fuck away. Look
yeah.
at that big old mess.
Yeah. They're treating him like that crazy kid in class with the adrenaline problem. Like,
He is that
all
guy.
right. Like, yeah, he did take my book, but I mean, what do I need books for in school, right? I'll get by without my book.
You got it.
No, he's got issues at home. I'm just going to leave him alone. I'm going to be the better man.
Can't find a better man.
I love it. The chat is all over these drunk stories. They're like, that reminds me of the time when I woke up with blood on my hands and I didn't even know where it was from. Crazy, man. And we're all like,
Better check the sheets.
yeah. Yeah. Like, you guys know how much it costs to have somebody come and remove a dead hooker from your hotel room? Shit is a fortune.
Be about $350.
Yeah.
You're supposed to keep it in the trunk. Everybody knows that.
That's why they give you carpets in those rooms.
That's why they give you carpets in your trunk.
True. Or in the back of your panel van. Am I right?
Oh,
Am I
no.
right?
Oh, no. Oh, that took a turn.
Candy.
Yikes. Well, I wasn't luring little kids in there. I was talking about women. God. I only abuse women. Me Too is a lie. Yikes.
Ugh.
This got dark real fast. And back to the field where now this violence seems kind of PG.
Yeah.
Well, they're still not removing the elves, so...
Yeah,
Can't
it's
see the
true.
way my butthole's puckering from where you are.
Yeah,
I'm grateful
there's
for
an
that
image.
every day.
Am I right? Blood Bowl after dark. He's not. It's Jim's butthole is puckering like the lips on the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Ram Chancellor unable to do some damage. And this Chaos team setting out to tie up this score before they have to hand it back to the Elves after halftime. Again, this is when you watch advanced Chaos coaches like Shots and Beers, these guys do not rely on the standard cages that you normally see. That's a failed dodge right there, and Sky knocks himself out. That is at movement 7 and with the extra arm and everything. That is a Beastman that you could definitely use on offense. Then again, the chances of Maker's Mark giving up that ball right now, well, they're increasing with every turn that passes. Actually, I'd say they're getting pretty good at this point, but he didn't look like he wanted to give it up at first. There
I'm
it
sure
is.
there'll be a long pass into the end zone.
Yeah, it could be. That'll be epic.
I don't think I've ever actually seen the Chaos Warrior passing animation.
What?
Really?
Have you never watched a Bill COWher game before?
Yeah, these guys pass all the time. Now, Maker's Mark's
Yeah, I'm usually asleep when he's playing.
his broken neck. Maker's Mark's broken neck might make it a little tougher for him to get that proper body rotation to make the throw he needs to throw. He needs to make, but it sounds like a dare, though. And everybody knows that if the announcers dare more shots to do shit, he might do dumb shit.
Things get weird.
Oh, there's no way more shots could do it.
Usually he does that after the game is like locked up, though.
Yeah, true. Yeah, there's no way he's doing that kind of shit with the game still in balance.
What?
Good one, Jim.
Dodge is a lie.
Double ones make an appearance. This is what happens when you name your team the Rolling Ones. It's like you're daring Nuffle.
Yeah, it was a miscue in hindsight.
Nuffle, there's a tackle zone on my dice.
He's got dodge. It's a 1 in 36.
Can't fail.
Look at Larry the journeyman over there. He's like, I got the ball. Don't worry about me. Oh, where do you go?
As Beers would say, he's good. He's good. Good. Oh, man, I just looked over. I saw Burzo had to go put out a fire, literally.
Oh, Burzo.
Burzo's MML's resident fireman. If he is very good at, if you need to make a property of yours and maybe go up in smoke and get paid on insurance, hey, he's the guy to talk to. No, I'm just kidding. Don't you put that evil on
this?
Yeah, this is.
The cat's awake again, so I wonder what's going to happen.
I'm thinking more that I'm thinking more that Shots was more interested in eating meat than potatoes. But it's looking more and more like spuds are going to be served. Now that's going to help our Kanuar Ondumiel, a.k.a. Agi3 Larry.
Yeah.
Who's been, like, still hanging around on the team. Like, the Blodge keeps him around. But no matter how many times people tell Jim, come on, an Agi3, how that guy for? Whoa. There's the handoff. Because Mark has done his job. You did, and the Apos rescued him. And try to clear a path for him a little bit, take some heat off of him. Make this more of a screen than a potato.
Oh, Larry.
Bye, Larry.
Now it's legitimately a screen.
Too many Larrys on the field.
Softest elf ever.
This is more of a legitimate screen? Not really, because there's a couple free elves there. But so, we've got a potato! Oh, no!
Oh, God. If that...
What?
Really not any better.
Sick! It's not. It's actually, like, just as good as, like, a pass, almost. Kicking the bull's falling and just, like, launches the ball over into the middle of 3 of his teammates.
I guess we could do one of these kind of things. Could we? I don't know if we can.
Interesting situation.
Ball scatter game. No, we're not playing the ball scatter game.
Yeah, we are.
We're playing the ball scatter game. Stop playing with my emotions, high elves. Watch it drop in his hands. Put it in his hand.
Wow, what a fortunate bounce as Boogaloo uses Ram Chancellor's head as a golf club and swings that ball away from a little chip shot away from the other teammates, the Chaos Warriors. And now here comes the Elfie stuff. Ooh,
there we go.
The reroll was used. This still makes it difficult, though. There are 2 tackle zones on that ball now.
Do you take kick or do you take sure hands? Kick or kick it is. Damn it.
Yeah, it would have been a double one anyway, so it's fine.
Oh, shots. There's 2 tackle zones on the ball.
No. You shut that murder cat up.
Actually, I don't know where she went. She's disappeared now. I guess she's satisfied for the moment.
I don't stop until I know she's sassified. You know how I can tell when she's sassified? She starts calling my name. I expect Jest to know where that comes from.
I'm making a beer run.
No.
Don't kill anybody.
Actually, you stumped me on that one. You stumped me on that one.
Oh, it's a classic. It's the classic wedding song. I be stroking.
When she's sassified? No, I don't know that one. I'll have to YouTube it later.
Yeah, I be stroking by Clarence Carter.
Nice. Ooh, Ram Chancellor with the frenzy. He's going to make it happen on the second go.
No.
It's fine. I'm not really breaking armor out here.
He has frenzy with tackle. You got the poor man's tackle with the rich man's tackle. And of course, for all you noob coaches watching, this is what you do if you're a veteran coach. He's setting up all of the easy stuff that doesn't require dice rolls in case these rolls that he's going to have to make fail. And he's got stuff set up in place so Jim can't just take the ball and launch it downfield for an easy elf touchdown. Speaking of elfy stuff, kicking the Bulls is definitely back from the dead. Comes in, grabs the ball out of a tackle zone, hops out, and hands it off for a Chaos Warrior spiking a touchdown. They call that
not what we're looking for. Well done, sir.
Fans take a swig of Jack.
Most of the time, the elves want the 2 wake-up calls. This time, I did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There we go. Upsy daisy.
So both elves coming back from being knocked out, and so do the Beastmen. So am I correct in thinking the Bill COWher Power Hour is up 11-10 men-wise, or player-wise, on the elves?
We got a couple players.
You look alright, yeah. I think math is good.
Good checks out.
Blood Bowl guys can do math, everyone drunk. They can also put out fires, for the record.
Exactly. Score tied up, big touchdown. And I heard that we'll talk about it in a little bit. Let's take a look at the skill set just to see what we're working with. Let's clear here. Shots are setting up to defend against a potential 1 turn. Again, this is a pretty neat setup here. It's got tackle covering both of the sidelines. So even if you're an agility 5 elf who happens to make your way down here trying to dodge through, you got to make 383% rolls, and there's tackle on it. So if you got dodge, it's not. You're gonna have to burn a reroll. It's even less of your ag 4. He's also got tail.
That's the best I can do.
Yeah, on both the sides. This is a veteran setup. He's got the tackle, so he's basically left you only space if you try to run through that. You're going through somebody with tackle. He's daring the high elves to do their worst. In the meantime, so the rumor I've been hearing is that JimSardonic has been working on his 1-turn ability.
Nah.
I could have done it better. I see my gap now, but That's pretty close to as good as I can get.
Yeah, I mean, this is really good. The setup is good. I don't see much of that gap.
Yeah, I know the one way I could make it better, but it's nitpicking at that point.
Yeah.
But I see one spot that I could make it better, but I'm happy with it. It's the best you can do. Oh, no!
Oh, not that
As the
That'll
ball
mess
is
things
kicked
up.
off, somebody from the crowd whips a rock at the head of Irunian Kadrian Larry. Irunian Larry Kadrian.
Come on, Larry.
The Agi 5
the
catcher.
classic rock. It's happened to Rez many a times on one-turn attempts. These elves never see the rock coming. It just takes one well-placed rock thrower. Hey, thanks, man. You're done. No.
Shit.
It just takes one well-placed rock thrower.
I didn't put my sidestepper there. Ah, fuck me. Why is he back there? Oh well.
This is kind of like, the learning curve with the one turns. You set everything up and you screw one little thing up. It happened to many of us many a time.
We're gonna punch stuff.
But you got the right idea.
Obviously, now we need to try one turn to show up this stuff.
Woo! Mind Eraser gets injured. I told you the elves are over here. They're holding rocks in their fists when they're punching. Just a badly hurt. He'll walk it off, but now the attrition is even Steven. And you don't want to have the same number of players on the pitch as elves generally when halftime rolls around.
That
it's
ain't
always
even.
more fun when the elves are less.
Yeah, that's the only way you really have a shot normally. Little punchy punch action happening there. But Jack Daniels is a dodger.
Psych! First skill on the Power Hour was a Chaos Warrior with dodge.
Nice. Would you nowadays, as a respected Chaos coach, if you get the option and you roll doubles on the Chaos Warrior, in most, let's just say in a generic circumstance, right? You're not really worried about the specific play pool or anything. Do you still take dodge as your first skill?
I would have gave him leader if I was redoing it at that time, but I have to admit, I'm really happy that I ended up taking dodge because it just made the player a lot more fun for me.
Especially with the stand firm, right?
Well, the stand firm I just added. That's a recent addition, but I like the way that the player developed in that, and I think that was kind of a crucial part of it was him actually getting dodge, and it's one of the reasons why when my Chaos Warriors end up getting the opportunity for strength up, I normally turn it down.
Oh wow, really?
I don't like the build that happens. Because if you do that, then all of a sudden your player is more likely to have
tentacles.
He's more likely to have tentacles instead of tail, and it just doesn't seem to work as good for me. So.
A lot of skills. All right, so the elves are getting the ball back. I'm switching second half now. We're going from the elf point of view, at the very least for the moment. If you're in the chat and you need to see the skills, I can put them back up for you. I'm just taking them off for the moment. Just because there's so many skills packed into these teams that it kind of starts to obstruct the view of the field. Here's the Blood Bowl 2 cam, a little sideways action. So a little further shots while he sets up. So you take leader on a Chaos Warrior. I saw earlier in the match, Beers was playing Tripperius. And Beers' Magrita Misfits have a Chaos Warrior with leader. Berzo was kind of giving him, I think it was Berzo was giving him crap about it. Do you think it's better to have the leader on a Chaos Warrior than a Beastman?
Yeah.
Just because of the AB9?
Well, I think because leader on a Chaos Warrior, what you can do is you can do a player with block, guard, leader, and like he doesn't need anything else. All he's doing is assisting players. He's taking up space. He's using his skills effectively, and you don't need to. You're not waiting on Claw or Mighty Blow or something like that. So, like he can be effective with just those skills. Like he's got enough protection. He's got leader. He's saving the team value, and it works pretty good. But if you have like dodge, like as soon as he got dodge, I'm like, oh, I can give him block, and you know, like hands, and like it changed the way that I leveled him.
Ball is kicked off, and Shots, while giving an interview on the sideline, makes a special hand gesture. His team shifts at the last minute.
Yeah, don't worry about that. That's completely normal.
And somehow the babes went from my side to his side of the hand.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It's perfectly fine. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all.
The babes are now over.
I'm gonna swap sides now too.
Oh, is that what you call claw?
You're gonna what?
Is that what you call claw?
Not a big deal? Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Wait, I accidentally rewinded into the past, so...
No, this is what we were planning for, so yeah, we're good.
If you're watching the stream, I accidentally hit the wrong button and rewound to where they're setting up to receive, where the Elves are setting up to receive the second half. So you're going to see the ball kicked off again, which is okay, because the coaches are kind of figuring out where they're going right now. The Elves are. The perfect defense is granted. And a bunch of the Chaos Warriors, or I'm sorry, Chaos players shift and get onto the line, trying to overpower the Elves with their strength and guard skills.
Alright, get to running. You know, this might force the Elves into actually building a cage, and that would be hilarious for me.
That's not going to happen.
Are you going to burn a wizard to pop a hole?
I was thinking about it, honestly.
Yeah, I know. I'll take that. Pop the wizard. Let's get this going.
So the Rolling Ones appear to be at home, which means there's no wizard shop. You guys don't have a wizard shop, so you paid for that wizard.
I was actually preparing for him to buy one before the game.
Gotcha.
Because I have faced three wizard shops this season already, and I've become pretty effective at playing with the wizard and against the wizard. It takes a very different approach towards it, but you can do it. And
yeah.
If you get into the pros in that, the Elf teams are going to be prepared for you, and you need to get really used to it. A lot of the things that I do, I picked up from watching the Green Tide Titans, because they were one of the first teams that really had to deal with the wizard a lot.
They went with the loose cage and the multi-layered cage, right?
Yeah, and they did a great job with basically building a cage that you could hit the cage, and you might get in, but it was to the point where if you got in, you weren't getting that far. You know, you had to go all the way in and then like work all the way back or around or something. So, yeah, it becomes difficult because you have to really plan for it.
And while we've been talking, these Elves doing elfy stuff instead of using the wizard to pop a hole. They just go around. They go around and over the defense. And now they've got scoring options downfield.
Anything's cheating.
What's that?
Leaping is cheating.
You think John Leap is cheating?
It just shouldn't be allowed.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
Have you spotted your issue yet?
My issue is I'm playing the Bill Cower Power Hour.
No, I'm coming for that ball.
That's all right. Oh, you got leap too, huh?
Calling it out.
Too late.
Woody, woody, I'm coming for that booty.
It's like you just... Shots is always looking for an excuse to leap a piece of man. And you just gave him one.
I'm alright with that. I mean, with what I had. Oh, Larry. Every time, Larry. Every time you get injured.
Take a seat. Ooh.
Ooh, that's a niggling injury.
See?
You
should have brought the ammo.
We'll use it. We'll use it.
Uh-oh. He's missed
He's
next
good.
game.
Ooh,
Pinch nerve.
Well, at least he will, not be carrying a niggling injury for the rest of his career.
I'm really debating not going for the ball.
I was kind of debating not saving Larry. He gets injured so often.
He's still usable.
Yeah. That's what happens when you guys are using these catchers to mark people up because they got the sidestep and the diving tackle and all that stuff. That is dangerous as hell.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's gotten me through this entire season with 4 catchers and only 1 minus AG.
Oh yeah, when it works, it's amazing. When it goes bad,
It's hilarious.
And here the crowd is holding their breath in anticipation because they can sense what's coming. In fact, they don't even have to sense it. The coach has already declared it before his turn even started.
I don't really want to do it now is my biggest problem.
Ooh.
Yeah, he changed his mind, I think.
I really don't want to do it because I've left him a gap. I needed to keep somebody else. Yeah.
They got 2 bloodthirsty.
We'll go.
He's gonna do dumb shit. He's gonna do. Fuck it, I'll do 1. He's gonna do 1.
Shit. No.
Yeah, we gotta go. It's not good odds, but whatever.
It's already been declared. It's already happened.
Eh.
On a flat Earth, this moment has already happened. It is happening. It will happen.
Yeah,
There's a fail.
Don't go dying on me, damn it.
Just getting out of the way.
Once. There we go. Easy as that.
All lands on his
Look at
hose
my
this
screen.
time.
Jim just said that is hilarious as well.
That's what?
Give me that 2 dice.
The vampire commentator just came up saying that is hilarious as the beastman hit the ground.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'll have to do.
Well, he's definitely intimidating him now.
What do I do now? Die. No. Yo.
Sorry, Whiskey. If he dies, he died doing what he loved.
He's good. What? No, he's good. He's good.
Armor's broken. But the poor beastman is crawling around on the ground trying to make sense of which way is up. And they got those receivers pretty locked up down here.
They're not happy, but he's still got moves he can make. You're not going to stop this team from scoring. You can only hope to force him to do it quick enough that you can respond. Or they could drop a few 1s. I'd be all right with that.
We don't know what ones are. It's not a thing.
It's that last word in your name. Those are 1s.
It's also that number you've been rolling a lot of.
Look
at that. That's got to be annoying to Els when Blodge works against them.
Nah. It's fair. Fair game.
See, Jim, you're setting a bad example. You're one of the reasonable elf coaches.
Stuck tail. Stuck tail. Oh, he got away. He got away.
Ooh. This is happening.
Yeah.
He has committed the resources.
I regret that already. I regret that already. That's not gonna be fair.
What? If it fails, it's not like he's going to disappear forever.
Yeah, I did.
It's not like I like surfing players. It's not like my shtick. Where's he going?
I have to say, I thought that once you did it, I think you should have just stuck it out. But...
It's a little bright out today.
I don't care.
Right over the top.
Oh, into the crowd!
Gotcha!
And there's another beach ball.
Oh, that's a bad spot for it to go.
The crowd throws it right by the two beastmen that Larry just left.
I got a good feeling about this one.
No, I don't like it.
I got a good feeling.
It's like the anti-Thunden. I have a good feeling about this match.
I like how this is going. Yeah. Makes me want to party. Makes me want to hang out.
There's the POW. And the cheeks are clenched again as armor is broken. But he's safe. For the moment.
Mostly safe.
He's a little shook up. But he'll be alright.
Shook up. Hey, hey.
See what, you guys had a pretty entertaining playoff game in the Challenge League playoffs last season. This is a nice revisit of it. Again, another tense matchup. A lot of crazy stuff happening.
Well, I tell you,
I needed that block.
Few people I like in the league to play more than shots, and he beats me every fucking time. But I enjoy it. I enjoy it every time.
The important thing is, did you learn something?
Be up here, frenzy piece.
See, because what's going to happen is he's going to go over there to pick up the ball, and he's going to lose it out of bounds, and it's going to throw it to my guy that's right by the end zone.
We might do that. We've done stuff like that before.
No.
Instead, he's going to hold on to it.
We didn't do the plan.
So the real question is, are you ready to lightning bolt my guy?
Yeah, I was planning on it. Murder Cat's coming. Oh no! You said lightning bolt, and Murder Cat started going nuts.
That's actually my daughter crying in the background that time.
What the fuck?
The other Murder Cat.
Yeah. Murder Cat 2.0. Murder Cat
sounds remix, baby.
How many things yell in your house all the time?
Yeah, all the time. It's a jungle in here, like literally.
All of the things, all of the time.
Yeah. Then there's the women I bring home in my panel van. They like to scream a lot too. I tell them stop. I gotta shut them up.
Oh.
Hands get bloody.
Lotion on its skin.
We're gonna get real Cosby in here in a minute.
Yeah. Please, mister, my parents will pay you. Oh, oh.
I said Cosby, not Michael Jackson.
No, that's what Silence of the Lambs. And she was like, please, mister, put the fucking lotion in the basket.
Oh, no.
And Larry Kudrihinian is knocked out of the match for the moment with a KO. Strong KO. The elves have
go and play with the babes.
Danger, danger.
Just one scoring threat left.
A lot of thinking here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're looking so good at the half, and now desperation is setting in.
We're big fans of the Power Hour, so we like to do dumb things every now and then.
Don't do it.
Desperation is setting in like a 40-something-year-old woman who is not in a relationship.
That's true.
And has never been married.
True.
That's usually how it sets in.
There's a lot of red flags with that, too. As soon as you see that, you know there's red flags.
Yep.
She's got a murder cat hiding at home. It's not good.
Absolutely.
Nobody expects the murder cat.
Yeah. Until it's too late. They never see the murder cat coming.
Wait a minute. Wasn't that a song? You got a murder cat coming. Dun, 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 dun.
Never
there's
heard
another
that.
thing coming. My bad. Another thing coming. That's what it was.
I would totally listen to the Murder Cat song.
Yeah.
And here comes the boom, maybe? No! It's gonna be just a little push,
Agreed? Do I agreed? I don't know if I agreed. I think I agreed.
One skull already.
I think I agreed.
I don't think you can really call it greed when you're making an honest attempt at the ball. Greed is more like, I want to hit this guy and break his arm, or, you know.
No. Greed is, Nuffle already said no, but I'm going to try it anyway and see if he changes his mind.
Like a disobedient son?
Like take two?
I thought that was every rule.
Ooh, failed dodge. Now the ones are in full effect.
Yeah, we do that. It's a thing. That was two. I can't even complain about that.
That's right. I forgot you can stack it too. Ooh. Get out your surfboards, maybe?
I thought that was a frenzy blitz coming.
Nah, I thought about that last turn. I wanted to get him, but...
Shots has other priorities right now.
Well, I couldn't get him clear.
Hmm.
If I could have got him clear, I probably would have went for it, but I couldn't. I couldn't actually get the player clear from the rest of the because of the push on the guy that's gone now, Larry. Otherwise, yeah, I had full intentions on serving him last turn. Not to reveal, you know, lifelong family secrets, but
I just spent 2 minutes frantically searching for where the blitz guy was, or the frenzy guy.
he was back there. He was hanging out, having a good time.
We found him, trust me.
Yeah, I was surprised that you even the elf just one square away with the frenzy guy so close. But then I'm assuming it was more I didn't notice it.
It's one of those beer kind of things.
I've been there.
Was that just blame Canada?
Blame Canada. It's not even a real country anyway. Get down with that diving tackle. We ain't need none of that.
Poor Larry.
He's stunned. Brutal.
Shaky, 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 shaky. Dodgy, 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 dodgy.
I thought there was a chance.
There was a chance. I had a little elf pucker when that Dodge logo came up. Like, oh! Dodge faster. Dodge better. Alright, I'm going to hit the latrine real quick and I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. Let's do a pause thing here.
While they do that...
This is probably where they forgot to pause.
Yeah. They're like, I thought you were going to pause. Oh, I thought you were going to pause. No, they probably did pause. It doesn't show up on Cabal Vision. So for us, the time is going to look like it's running normally. It'll tick all the way down to 0 even. And then we'll be like, why is nothing happening? And then they'll come back on and then it'll reset.
I thought it would be kind of like the old standard glitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, sweet. We got the first pause of the game. Everybody's filling up on beer. Wait a minute. What? No, when you pause this game, you got to tell the babes to stop rubbing the elves. Oh, God. They're rubbing the shit out of those elves.
They couldn't get their
I don't
keep
think
their
that's
hands
what
off
they're
them.
rubbing out.
Oh,
The
Lord.
elves have been on the gym. Yeah, it's Blood Bowl after dark. The babes get loose.
I thought those were wood elves for a second there. That's not a tree, man.
All right, I am back. Shots. Feel free to unpause whenever you're ready.
Oh.
Holy shit! You must be a fast peer.
Well, I power pissed it. You know, I really focused on, you know, I can't actually unpause it. That's weird.
Oh.
Hopefully the
pause is
controller's all right.
You're good. I think. Are you good?
Oh, I think I am. I don't know.
Did you touch?
Everything seems. Whoa.
Did you touch your controller with wet hands?
Did you wash your hands? Or did you go full Nurgle?
Maybe.
Full Nurgle.
They never wash their rear. It's true.
Oh man. Talk about disturbing presence.
You need pile of beans when you've got the stink finger.
Yikes.
Oh, a classic maneuver. It's a Saturday morning special.
Yikes.
So now I'm just thinking of mole rats.
Would you like a chocolate pretzel?
You know what? I've never actually had one of those style of pretzels.
Did you two just become best friends?
Yeah. Oh, we did that a long time ago. That was a few months ago in Indiana.
Oh shit, it's my turn. I'm all trying to help people Twitch.
That's funny.
Yeah, well, this worked last time. Maybe we'll just move people back off the line this time, like we normally do.
Well, you don't want to get all aggressive, get up there and get all grabby? There's no way that I could get perfect defense twice in a row.
The thing is,
that's only
I set that up.
teams.
Yeah, I set that up, and I was like, yeah, that'll never happen. And then it happened. So we're gonna back up a little bit.
I can't remember what I was talking. Oh, I was talking about leader on a Beastman or something like that. No, leader on a Chaos Warrior at the time, and then all of a sudden it was like, and go.
Oh yeah. No, so I was gonna ask you while he's getting ready to do that. So, aren't you afraid that because Chaos Warriors are kind of like your tanks that go out there and take the damage, especially if you're playing a team with Claw, but even just a team with normal Mighty Blow out there, stuff like that could run out and maybe put the screws to your Chaos Warrior, remove him, and take away the reroll?
You have to protect the player, at least until you use the reroll. And that's the thing, though. You got to get him through the first half, and then you got to get him through the first reroll in the second half, and then he's expendable. People get infatuated with removing the leader even after it's gone.
Right.
So, if you use the reroll in the first turn or two, and they're still doing it, then you're actually protecting the rest of your players.
Right. Yeah. To me, the only thing is that having to protect a Chaos Warrior, just kind of seems a bit like something like it's easier to protect a Beastman with Chaos Warriors than it is to actually.
Well, what you end up doing is that all your Chaos Warriors should end up having guard. So you just build a Chaos Warrior wall with your guard, and you make sure to stagger it and protect your players so that you don't have to worry about somebody going in and murdering your fabulous Chaos Warrior. So you just you just kind of go in and you just you protect them enough. That's all it is. It's not. I don't know.
Makes sense.
You just that's a guy that you have to protect for a certain amount of time. So you keep him off the line. Ideally you'll want to have a couple of guys you can put on the line that aren't gonna get hurt. If they get hurt, it's not a big deal.
What, you mean like elves?
Yeah, just like elves.
Oh, that's not a big deal.
It's pretty much identical to what elves do.
Oh no, it's just meaning it's not a big deal if you hurt elves. That's what they're there for.
No, that's not. No, you guys. No, that's not how it is.
We'll ask the Murder Kitty.
Murder Kitty is gone. I don't even know where Murder Kitty is now.
I'm utterly perplexed. I thought Murder Kitty was literally like a ringtone on the phone because it screams so like consistently.
Right.
I was like, holy shit.
Like, who keeps calling you? Murder Kitty.
It's fucking text. It's all those fucking all those babes just texting Jest.
I needed a down there.
No, that's
what she said. That is what she said.
Sounds like somebody's eating the biggest box of Tic Tacs I've ever heard.
It is!
Oh, they're delicious, though.
That's exactly what it is. Are you eating Tic Tacs too?
No, I want Tic Tacs though now.
No, it's shots too. So, are you eating Tic Tacs? That's just me. I eat these things like candy.
Mint when I'm drinking beer.
No, it's orange.
Yeah, orange is, that's the only orange that's, like, awesome, is Tic Tac orange.
Mm. And it goes great with peach sour beer.
Everybody knows that. It's a classic.
I suppose something has to go well with peach sour beer.
Yeah, I'm not a
itself
huge fan
doesn't.
of it. Yeah.
Alright, time for the fun part.
That's
Andy
not a
says
guy.
it's not Tic Tac, it's my meds. That's true. That's true. Facts.
And away we go. Let's go get that ball.
Another leap.
I said, get
No,
the ball.
it's on the dodge.
At least he's not frenzy.
Get
Yeah.
in there.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh!
Sky with the.
And the
No,
bouncing
that's-
ball begins.
That's Frisney. That's
Aw.
that's
No,
a Thugs
no,
of
you're right.
Weldrake player right there.
Oh wow! Straight from the sick mind of Harry Warthog. Frisney Beard.
He's a beautiful player, though.
When you
I
got him,
couldn't
did you
believe
add
it
any
when
skills?
I saw him. He's added tackle. I couldn't believe that Harry had a tail player, and I was just like, well, now I got to pick the guy up. Give me him. It was just an automatic fit. I couldn't believe that. I didn't know this. So. Thank you.
That was not how I expected that turn to go.
Yeah, they're
I
doing
mean,
awful
we
stuff
didn't
to
really
you.
expect it to go that way either, but we're okay with the outcome. There you go.
When you left you no choice, sir.
Mm-hmm. If he dies again, oh no, that wasn't the guy that died.
Oh! The bolt
Yeah.
happens. The ball is loose.
That was a mandatory bolt. I couldn't get a tackle tail guy in on the Nerves of Steel guy, and that's kind of one of those where I wanted that. And if the dodge guy would have went down, that was my game plan, was to bring somebody else in and then bring the tail tackle guy behind. But
I'm not a huge fan of this, but you got to make do with what you got.
yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Works.
One dodge, two dodge, pick up, and this is
When the sun is bright,
accidental
and
going
it doesn't
through
matter. Nicely
Now we're good
done.
with sun. Sun is not a thing.
The sun terrifies me. I worked hard to get these beastmen all, agility up and used to this shit. Now a force of nature and this, this high elf stadium comes in and throws us off our game a bit.
This high elf
They
stadium
couldn't even
threw the ball right to you.
They couldn't even hand the ball off earlier because it was so bright.
Gio, you've been a little quiet. Are you sleeping?
No, I'm drinking.
nice.
Dude, I
Nicely
love that
done.
guy. I love that guy.
Can't argue with that. Entertaining game, 2-2. Still 3.5 turns left to be played.
Nobody tells shots. And I still got a wizard to use.
Yeah. You got that wizard. I mean, it's a dick move holding a wizard this long. I'm gonna start fouling. That's the only thing I can do. Force you to burn the wizard.
Oh, wait, no, it's gone. It's gone.
Oh, where'd he go?
I don't know where it
Did-
went. It just disappeared.
You
The
paid
babes
him,
took
right?
it. The babes took it. Ah, damn it.
Get over there, Friendsney.
Not ideal.
The wind catches that ball underneath, carries it
Nice.
for long enough.
Nice. I'm nice.
Just need to get under
nice.
it.
Yep, more of that. Let's keep doing that. Push hitting is
Okay,
good.
we'll try it again.
Yeah, try. No.
No.
Oh, yeah, no, that's good.
That's their
Take
last
that one.
reroll too.
Oh, no. That's the
That's
opposite
not
of that.
good. Ram is going to connect this time. Doesn't get her done though.
Get her done. done.
Get her done.
Fucking beers, man. He's like, oh, I drank an entire 8-pack in 2 games. I'm through a 6-pack at this point. Through a 6-pack already.
Yikes. Be careful, don't pull a serious Jest.
What is that?
Where you
What's the definition?
Drink through the game and then do dumb shit.
Oh no, it's too late for that already. I thought it was gonna be one of those things like the Angry Dragon or something.
There is a version of that.
The Spider-Man, you know. Really, there should be the serious Jest though. Like we gotta work on that.
What's the plan for what the serious Jest should be?
It's gonna get so out of hand so quickly. Oh, a nasty swipe of the claw.
Be okay.
Watch out for that guy. Watch out for that guy.
Yikes.
Oh, he's not okay.
He's not.
Oh well.
That's a
You were looking
blitzer.
for a new blitzer anyways, weren't you?
I didn't know what I was looking for. I'm so confused.
You were looking for a new blitzer,
Oh, you're
trust
looking
me, I
for
know.
one now.
That's what happened last time we played.
That is not the blitzer
You were
that you're
looking for a
looking
new
for.
blitzer?
No, but I was after the game.
You need to quit. You need to quit looking for new blitzers when you play against me, man. It's throwing your team off. You're like, well, fuck it. I'm just
He
gonna
was trying
quit.
to do you a favor. Like, oh man, I thought you were looking for a new blitzer. I was trying to save you the uncomfortableness of firing him.
Why do you have that? What are you doing here? That guy's.
Dude, he's here to crush you.
I don't know what you're doing right now.
interesting.
I really don't know what you're doing. I want to stop it, but I don't know what you're doing.
That's what he does. He plays mind games and fucks with you. You're like, why is that guy there? I know there's a reason. He has a reason for every guy he places everywhere in every particular square. Why is that guy there? And you spend the whole game trying to figure that shit out, and then he goes and does some normal shit to throw you off.
Look, I ain't got no rerolls. I don't know what you're worried about.
Where'd they go?
The
I
long
used
gone
them all.
pass.
I was like, oh man, I'm gonna do some re-rolling, and then I did some re-rolling, and it's like, can't do no more re-rolling.
Seems like, how are you spending all your rerolls? Why don't you just use all your built-in rerolls that come natural with your Chaos team?
You know, the elves, the elves took them.
Like, the way you're playing, you'd think you don't have agility access or something.
No, we got tons of agility. We just don't know how to use it.
Especially my dwarf.
Stagger tail.
Again?
Yes. Give in to
Yeah,
the hate.
There's 2 turns left. I mean, why not? Oh, good. Oh, good. That was an entirely unimportant move, too. There was no Stackle Tail over there. That means this guy's going to succeed.
Make the loner do the blitz.
Alright.
And we're back to columns.
Ah, shit. I saw this
Let's
last
go for the
time. Get that
Volkire.
little bastard out of there.
He's the loner.
I might step on his ass just on accident, you know? Ooh. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something.
The rage from the beer is building up. You see, Morshot starts to just violently, angrily scream at his players from the sideline. They're not really sure what he's saying. It sounds like a lot of grunts. And I think they're just supposed to figure it out.
He usually speaks.
That's a last quarter twitch. That's completely normal.
Oh, man.
Just the Did you see Max's reply in the thing?
What's that?
Check the Discord thing with Mac.
Oh. I'm sure it's something
I think
disrespectful. Son of a bitch. I'll show him.
He's a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart.
Don't let him fool you. He's a vicious son of a bitch.
Inside jokes.
Yeah. We got a little side project going on that we'll probably publicize real soon. Jim's involved with my podcast.
Tackle's a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh, you good? You good?
Good enough. Take
God,
it.
I wish I knew I was going to play this team in League, and I would have named them all different. But
Oh,
not.
Dio, I just saw what you sent me. Ugh, the Mankini gnome. Oh. Yuck.
You too?
Yeah.
You're spreading that to everybody. He's a
He's
dwarf,
just
man.
grateful it's not the video of me in the mankini.
Ooh.
So much red hair.
That's why I went for an orange mankini. You can't tell what's hair, what's not.
I got that same mankini though, so I mean, don't act like it's not stylish because it is.
But this one's one that has a carrot in it. Strategically placed.
Is it?
That blaze orange speedo for hunting season, you know?
That wasn't a carrot.
No, that's a completely different season. Oh man, he's gonna fireball the shit out of my mega cage.
I fooled you. I already used my wizard.
Oh, you dick! I can't believe you would do that to me.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
That's good, 'cause I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I want to leap in the cage, but it's not going to work.
I'm kind of hoping you leap into the cage.
I was thinking about leaping in the cage. No.
Hey, remember that time you
Last time
leaped in
we
the
played, you
cage?
just walked them into the cage, and then I had to kill them all.
Yeah,
well,
but
I mean,
now
just like
there's,
put them kindly on the sideline.
there's a tail there, and tail there, tackle there. It's bad news.
This is exactly what Shot said about maintaining integrity of the cage and making it unappealing for the elves to want to jump into.
Why would you go that way? All the elves are on the other side.
It's true, they are.
I don't want to scare you, but I still have a reroll.
That's good. You might need it. You never know.
I'm gonna need it. I'm definitely gonna need it. I'm gonna need it on the April.
Cage reforming on the right side of the pitch.
Oh shit. Alright. We're gonna be doing some business here in this next turn.
Business.
No. I know what you're gonna do. No, that's not. I thought you were gonna do something. Wow. Good. Oh. Forgot about that frenzy stuff.
Yep. Friends is the thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. That complicates matters a little bit.
God damn you guys.
Ooh.
It's alright.
Jest,
We got
you
it
said
covered
drunk-
back there.
Drunk Blood Bowl players are good at math. What are my odds of picking up that ball? Shit,
It's
right?
-3.
Shit, yeah, it's shit. I'm pretty sure it's shit.
In 3
It's like
tackle
50.
zones?
Too bad with the AG5 guy.
Yeah, with the AG5 guy, that becomes
50, 75 with the
Yeah.
75
Moderately,
with the reroll built in.
oh no, that's not where I'm gonna put him. Fuck. Well, that's
You
where
can
he
dodge
is.
him out if you want.
Yeah. I got more important places to use reroll. Oh god damn it.
Question
That's
is,
not where I wanted to put him. That's what you said. Sorry, delayed reaction. Couldn't let it slide though. Once it registered. A lot of elf action happening here.
There we go. That works.
are we going for the ball bounce game?
Yeah, we like the
I've
ball
been doing it
bounce.
all. It's all about the beach balls.
I Thanks for not taking the bolt down.
Fuck! No, it doesn't matter.
Well?
I wanted to scatter the ball.
Oh no, it's good. I like it there. There you go. Go for it. Grab the ball. Grab the ball.
Does he have the
There you go.
movement to get away?
There you go. Perfect. Keep doing that. Do it one more time. Do it.
Okay. Oh yeah. We did it. We did it for your shots.
Do it. Do it. Come on.
I
do
feel
it.
so good. I feel so good having done that and I accomplished nothing.
Yeah.
I see
do it over here,
you,
too.
you're holding my ball.
See, I was like, why didn't you throw the ball away and then realised it's the guy who's into bliss?
No, like, I would have not done it if it wasn't for shots being like, do it. I was like, I gotta do it now. Oh yeah, alone to reroll. It's happening.
It's not happening. It's not a thing.
It's not.
Ooh.
It's not a thing. That doesn't happen.
Still a valiant effort by the elves there on T16. They have made it so there will have to be at least some dice thrown. And here's the question: can Bill Cower Power Hour? Bill Bauer is Fowler's Flower Mower. Can they make?
Bill Cower's flower power.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Can the Flower Power take the ball away from the cruel elves and march into the end zone, securing their playoff run? Phase 1 complete. Ooh.
Oh,
Very
Boogaloo.
style.
Right in the mouth.
Boogaloo's gonna dance his way over to those babes who are waiting with soapy
needed that
hands.
jaw.
See, he just wants to go through the babes before everyone else does.
Exactly, that's why I took off like that. He's a smart mofo. It's gonna be a little push.
I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing. I would say if you weren't so chaos elfy, this would be. I'd be more confident. But nope, that's gonna do it.
Oh, yeah,
There we go.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Very nice. We are seeing yet another season. Yeah, it's 8 seasons for the Hour of Power.
Well, two of them were the Wood Elves, so I can't give it just to them, but.
So 6 for the Flower Power, and then 2 for
The Flower Power Mower Hour, yeah.
Yeah, that was brilliant play though. Like I can't even be mad about that. That was well done on Shot's part.
No,
Yeah.
The game felt like just like weathering the dice until I got a couple openings. Jim did a great job. The
Yeah, he
entire
did.
first half, I was just like at the end of the first half, like if I would have been all salty in that, I would have lost. It was one of those where you gotta kind of ride it out and just hope the dice turn around some, because yeah, he had me. He put me in a bad situation, and it was just one of those where like that perfect defense hit and it just opened the door.
That was huge.
That was
Huge.
definitely a turning point.
And you took advantage of it commandingly, too.
Well,
That was
I was setting up the players, and I'm like, I don't know how he's going to screw me over on this, but this felt so wrong putting all the players up on the line like that, because I'm like, I have seen like the guys that are just learning, and they like dwarf coaches and early chaos coaches go, yeah, I'm gonna stack the line, I'm gonna murder these people, I'm the man. And it's just all it takes is one block, and it goes punk, and then all of a sudden it's like. And they all just drop like dominoes, and all your players are laying down, and the elves on the other side of the field, and I'm just like, oh. So I hoped that it wouldn't go that way, but yeah, it felt like that Trojan horse, like a blitz. Like,
Yep.
I'm going to line them up, I'm going to stack them up and try and be as powerful as I can. And it felt like stopping a one-turner. Like, you had to, like, feel like, well, where's he going to get me? Because I can't cover it all perfect. And, yeah, no. I got really lucky at that point, because yeah, it would have toasted me. And I mean the wizard was used at the right spot, but I mean it was one of those where it still kept the door open for me. And
yeah. If it would have come to a point where I could have stalled a little, it would have been all right. But
Yeah, the second half I got lucky. It's one of those where, I mean, me and Jim have played, what is this, like our fourth game?
I don't know. We played a lot, 4 or 5, somewhere in there.
Third or fourth game at least, and they've all been really good. It's just been one of those where he's got a really good team. I don't think people notice it quite enough yet. He's got a real good team, and he plays them well, and
it's
fun.
This
It's
was a
fun 'cause
highly
it
entertaining
challenges
game
you.
for us to watch. Definitely, 60 blocks from the Power Hour versus 22 for them. Yet the Rolling Ones still managed 2 injuries inflicted off of only 22 blocks and a KO. And the Power Hour did their thing with the 3 injuries and the 5 KOs. That was a big difference maker. Look at all the
That's that
SPP you
babe.
guys raked in. Jeez.
That babe.
See,
I'm
I
telling you,
also
man.
like how the
The
guy
scariest
that
thing is the
died and
Bloodweiser babe.
enticed the babes is the one that got the MVP.
What's that?
The guy that died and got the babes all excited is the one that got the MVP.
Oh,
That's
man.
true, as you'd expect.
I have bad news. He is going to end up getting very long legs.
Yikes.
What?
He is going to be leaping on an 83%.
Well, we don't
No,
have
but
to
it's cool
see them.
because
And
Again.
it's
I
cool
will.
'cause this season Shots is going to go pro, and I don't have to deal with him anymore, so it's good.
No, that was last season we did that, and then we both ended up here, and it happened again. Yeah, I might go back to the East. I think I'm overdue for that, so you might get rid of me that way.
I don't know. It sounds like Jim's pulling the old
No,
Don
you
with
stay over
Thunden
there.
thing. The old Don Eagle Thunden play.
He's gonna follow me east.
Followed you.
Fuck that, no way. No way. It'd be like, the Power Hour's going over there, go the fuck over there. Like, you're not going over there, I'm going to go east.
He's pulling,
Yeah,
he's pulling
no,
the stalker. Hey, you see what I did there, Jim?
I see what you did there, sir. Foreshadowing.
Well, while the rest of our co-hosts here try to figure out what the hell we're talking about, I am getting the cues from my station manager that it's I'm overdue to go help out around the studio. So it's been a pleasure. Thanks to the coaches for such an entertaining game. Thank you for Dio for putting up with my nonsense, and also the and teaching us all about proper Scotch whiskey.
Yeah, none of this cheap New York shit.
New York
City.
Everything's better in New York, especially the sex. All right, everybody, check it out. MMLpro.com. It is not Blood Bowl After Dark. Stuff is clean on there, but there are some good stories. And again, you've been watching the MML. There's more action coming. Stay tuned to the Twitches and look out for the MML broadcast. We're in the last week, and the playoffs will be coming soon. And in the playoffs, you will see the return of the Bill COWher Power Hour. So thank
Yes,
you all.
will.
And we are